Today we have brand new delightful dimensionals. Now this is our basic one, but now we have gingerbread, and you can see a giant gingerbread with, of course, gingerbread people and lots of embellishments. In fact, here is what one might look like. So we have our basic crosshatch, and it arrives flat, and then you just pop it up, and that's what it can look like. So please come play with us. Well, before we get into the projects that have been made by Debbie, let me just show you a little bit about the crosshatch. There are 4 pieces, and they are designed to just slip together, so just like this, and it makes what we call the basic crosshatch. But then we also have, oh, and by the way, the instructions are on the back of the package, super simple. And this becomes the base for our monthly kind of seasonal dies. Now this one is got 19 pieces. Wow, look at that. And on the back of the package, there is always, because this comes from Delightful Dimensionals, there is always a sample with complete instructions. And these will fit in our 10 envelopes. So just want to make sure that we never leave you hanging, so that will work. Now, the one on the back of the package looks like this, and Debbie created this. How fun is that? And you can always write your message on the back, and so decorating that is also fun. And in this case, she has used a couple of things. Now this is Sparkling Season. So Sparkling Season 6x6. You can see that's what she used to create her arch as well as the cross hatches. And then the Sparkling Season solid cardstock to get her pieces to make her people and the trees and so forth. What I love also is that in these dies, you are going to get the gumdrops, and Debbie has them on foam tape going right along the edge of her gingerbread house. And her gingerbread house has got snow on it. Now, we're going to show you a couple of different things you can do for snow. In this case, she covered it with glue, and then she used Flour Soft. Now, Flour Soft is a very fine particle that remains, well, I guess it doesn't, it remains a little bit soft, but the glue is holding in place. You see, she kind of almost made icicles going down, and that worked very nicely. Now, a little bit later in September, actually, we will have something called Soft Snowfall. This is a little bit larger pieces, and the amount that I'm showing you right here is 1/2 of the package. That's the item number, and that will be available. With both of them, you're going to put your glue down first, your Cosmic Shimmer glue, and then tap this down in place. And if you want to do a couple of layers, you can do that too. So that will work nicely. Now, the other thing that she did with the gingerbread people, and I thought this was brilliant, is that she used our thin line dazzles to do the icing. And isn't that just such a perfect size? I just thought it was absolutely bloody brilliant. So that was neat, and you can see the gingerbread little people have debossed faces, so that makes it super easy. The other thing that in the thin line dazzles is that there are some straight ones in here. If you wanted to, you could use those on white cardstock to make your lines for your candy canes. Now, Debbie didn't do that. She used a tri-blend marker and just drew them in. But I think the thin line dazzles that has the zigzags as well as the straight lines is going to serve you very, very nicely. So that was fun to see. And you can see that you also get circles here. So on the edge of the dazzles, there's always a border. You can die cut that out and use it to make your buttons. So I thought that was very good too. So just lots of fun things going on with this project. The Holly Jolly is one of the cutouts from the dazzles, and you can see the trees. They're right here. You can cut as many as you want. Now the snow mound, She did cover with the Flour Soft, and that worked nicely too. So you can see what's going on. This lighter paper here is also from that paper collection of Sparkling Season. So, and just push them to the side to fold them and insert them into the envelope, and then just go like that to let them stand up and brighten someone's day. Okay, so that's one idea, and that's the one that came on the package. Now, here is another. Now, this time, didn't use the gingerbread house, but has the ginger people frolicking in a kind of a fairy tale of a forest there. So this is fun. Now, what she used was Cutesy Christmas. Now, the Cutesy Christmas looks like this. This is an older paper collection. And what is especially nice about it, and I'm going to turn this over, it has lots of tiny prints. In fact, look at that print. How perfect is that for candy canes? And it has, now that's a bigger one, but there's also the candy cane. It also has these polka dots. Well, she used those polka dots for her trees. How fun is that? And let's see, it also has the blue. Now, this is the piece that she used to do her arched back. So very fun. In fact, she even cut one out to go right here and right there. She really had a good time now. And as you probably know, two candy canes put together can make a heart. Yes, you might want to write that down. Now, she did use the Snowflakes and Snow Folks solid cardstock, because when we did Cutesy Christmas, we didn't do solid cardstocks at that time. But this one is going to do perfectly well. You can see all the reds and the greens and the blues will work well. And here to do our Holly Jolly, really to get a very colorful grouping of words, she has used our Christmas greetings. It's called Merry Christmas and More. There are 6 sheets and a variety of colors. Obviously, the red is just perfect. And again, she has the gingerbread people. Now, in this case, she used the white gel pen, which people have just loved, to color in those debossed areas to do the faces, and then to color in the zigzag and so forth. So you can see how fun that is. And on the back, oh, I said she didn't use a gingerbread house, but yes, she did. And look how cleverly she used ink pads. In fact, I didn't even tell you what ink pads she used. She used the Prussian blue, the khaki, and the gingerbread, well, appropriately enough, to edge the pieces. Now, that little house, excuse me, the little door, she put foam taped on top. There's the little gumdrops and a very decorated tree right there. So very fun, very fun. So lots of things that you can do. Now, here is another look. And another way to do frosting, or to do snow, not frosting. Well, it is frosting on this. Okay, so you can tell that I just pushed it over. In this case, our little gingerbread people are made out of patterned cardstock. And our backing is too. Now, these are out of Christmas Aglow 6x6. And she also used Christmas Aglow 12x12. So just depending on what the need is, that worked well. And let me tell you about that, what she used for the snow. This is called Fluffy Stuff. And if that applicator looks familiar, it is by the same company, Creative Expressions, that makes our Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue that everyone is in love with. And what you do is just push this on and then heat it with a heat gun, and it will puff up like that. Isn't that nice? Now this becomes firm. It's not soft. You can put your chimney on top. You can have it decorate the bottom of your window, maybe underneath your tree. Will do a good job. Something that she did here that I thought was very interesting is that she used the gold pearl jewel dazzles for the buttons, but she used the thin line. Let's see, these are pearl and pastel dazzles to do the, what would be the icing, so the rickrack, and then also to do the smile. So because it's very thin, it will curve that way. So we have burgundy and gold gingerbread people, so very cute. The Merry Christmas is a cutout from the 6x6 piece. So again, there's just so many things that you can do. You don't need to see that, but that is what she has on the back. So some things, she could have put one of the gingerbread people there. That would have been cute. And again, it's just going to collapse to go in the mail and then just get popped up when it arrives. Now, you can use the basic crosshatch die to make this freestanding, or you can use it on just a card base, and that's what Debbie has done here. Now, before we get into that glittery background, let me show you. She used the sparkling season. We talked about that earlier, but this is the 12 by 12. And she used this sheet for the front of her card, right there, and trimmed it down. Did cover her card with the sparkling holographic sparkles paper. So first covered that, then cut her piece to fit. And then there is her gingerbread house. And look how she's got her little girl opening the door. That's cute. Her gumdrops are going to be in the holographic, well, of course. And her little candy canes are in a row. She's got jute holding them together. So that worked nicely. And again, this is the second time that she has used these gold pearl jewel dazzles. So we're going to put that in the money saver, just so that you certainly have that available, and you can see how beautifully that decorates the tree. And this is one of the cutouts. And then on the inside, we've got all of the snow people just dancing away along the path of the sparkling season. There you go, just very, very cute. Okay, so just so much that you can do with these. And speaking of which, I want to make sure that you know that not only do we have the basic crosshatch, which you've seen, and the gingerbread, brand new cutting dies, but we also have a subscription. Now, every month we come out with what we call a seasonal set of cutting dies. And as you can tell, we do it before the season. So you've got plenty of time to use it and plenty of time to really make use of it. Now, what we do is that if you sign up the first month, you will get both. In fact, this month you would get these two. You would also receive a free gift. And then every other month, or the following months, you'll just get the seasonal die and the special gift. So you always get the special gift, never lose that. But you're also going to save 10%. Now, that's not a bad deal, is it? And that's going to work very nicely. Now, the prices will change from month to month because the price of this changes, but you will always get the free gift, and you will always get the best deal, and you will receive these before we do the webisode. So you get, as you can tell, you get an idea when this arrives. So that's nice to have. Okay, if you're interested, this is on the right-hand side of your screen, and also the money saver is on the right-hand side of your screen, and so that is available to you too. So if you're watching this on YouTube, as you know, we'd love to hear what you think. Do you like the gingerbread house and those little kids? What are you going to do with them? Let us know, and then head on over to paperwishes.com. By the way, Paper Wishes is the only place that you can buy these. You can't get them anywhere else. So that's another reason to shop with us. And There are the listing of materials just down below. You can see everything that Debbie used, and you can see all the ways that you can do snow on top of your Christmas projects this season. So I want to thank Debbie, as always. She has done some really charming ideas. And I want to thank you for joining us and for being the very best part of Paper Wishes. We'll see you next time.